holiday break is over and students are back at school today, and some may be coming home looking for a little bit of a snack.
Yeah, Feed Your Family Tonight founder Mariefiebach joins us with a treat that's packed with protein. That's what the kids need, right?
Well, right. This is a nice little hearty snack. You could make it for a light lunch too, but I tell you, especially when your kids are running to practices and activities after school, it's nice to get something, and it comes together in less than 20 minutes, so it's really fast and easy to make. It starts with milk, and I have 1 cup of milk, and my little tip is don't mess up another measuring cup. Just measure it in your blender. Most blenders have markings, and so I just measured out 1 cup of milk in the blender, and then you add 6 eggs. And so there's lots of protein in those eggs and protein in the milk. And then 1 cup of white whole wheat flour. You could use regular flour. I just always like to use white whole wheat because it gives me just a little bit more fiber. And then you're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
So and you're making a pizza in here.
Yeah, basically.
It's basically a pizza. These are pizza puffs. And then you're just going to put it in the blender and blend on high for about 10 seconds. As it blends, it's all going to mix together and the eggs are going to get fluffy.
Very cool.
And that's the first part. The second part is the pepperoni. So I have turkey pepperoni here. You can use regular pepperoni. I find the turkey pepperoni is less greasy and it has a few less calories, and so that's why I like to put it in. And I'm just kind of running a knife through it because you don't want a big chunk of pepperoni, just a little pieces. And then you're going to move over here and you're going to spray some nonstick muffin tins, or I have here, these are Muffies, where you get more of the muffin top, which I like.
That's what I was thinking. That's perfect.
These are muffin top pans, or again, regular muffin tins work. It takes 24 of them, which is usually 2 muffin pans, and you're just going to sprinkle the pepperoni evenly amongst the cups. And then after that, you're going to top it with 1 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. Now I have a little tip here. This cheese can get a little sticky.
Sure.
So you want to be careful to keep the cheese in the middle of the pan as much as possible because it's going to keep it from sticking after you add the batter.
Okay.
So you just sprinkle a little bit of cheese, and again, you know, I mess the edge, but oftentimes after, I'll just kind of make sure to push it to the center.
So it makes it a little bit more important though to liberally coat the pan. Right?
Absolutely. Liberally coat the pan and use a non-stick muffin tin if you can. I find that the paper muffin cups don't work really well with this recipe, but if you have some of those silicone muffin cups, those totally work.
They probably would just pop out perfectly.
Right, they pop out really well out of the silicone muffin cups. So again, use what you have. This recipe is flexible and it's not snooty, so it can be really flexible. And then you're just going to pour just a little bit of the batter. It's about 1 or 2 tablespoons of batter over each of these, and you'll still see a little bit of the pepperoni sticking out. You'll see a little of the cheese sticking out, and it's going to go into a 425-degree oven for 15 minutes. And they're going to puff up, and they're going to get warm and gooey, and they're just really fun and simple to make. Do you want to try one?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like going to weigh in.
So how long is the process from this and then through the oven and everything?
Okay, so it takes about 5 minutes to get everything prepped and 15 minutes in the oven. So start to finish, you're at 20 minutes. So it's a really quick and easy thing. You know, you could serve this for a brunch or lunch if you wanted to as well. I just like it especially for snacks in the afternoon. My kids will come home and they're like, what's for snack, Mom?
Oh my gosh.
And so I kind of like to have something a little bit hearty, especially on this first day back to school when it's been a rough day. It's kind of nice to come home to something warm and comforting.
Absolutely delicious. I love the consistency. It's not too dense. It's not too airy. Just right there perfectly, and it's hearty. Absolutely. I can taste the pepperoni in there and the Italian seasoning. It all comes together great, Marie.
Well, thank you, Shane. Serve us alongside a little bit of marinara sauce. Honestly, just get a jar of spaghetti sauce. Nothing has to be fancy. This is simple food to feed your family. The recipe's at feedyourfamilytonight.com. And if you ever have questions, join the Feed Your Family Tonight Facebook group. I'm in there to help you. You can answer your questions, and there's a great group of community, and they will help you as well. So join the Feed Your Family Tonight Facebook group, or check out my cookbook at Watermark Books and Cafe or on the website.
That's fantastic. And do I really need to pretend like I'm going to use a fork for this, or can I just pick it up? It's finger food too,
It is
right?
Go for
totally
it.
finger food.
This is like Super Bowl food for me.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thinking about it.
It'd make a really great snack for Super Bowl,
Yeah.
really fun little hearty appetizer, for sure. Yes, and it's totally finger food. I mean, we don't need to be snotty about the
If
forks.
you do get a chance, join her Facebook group. It's great, and it's growing so quickly, so that's amazing.
Yes, Annette, you're in there. It's so fun.
I'm there.
So fun.
I'm
Oh,
there.
totally.
Thank you,
there.
Marie. We'll be right back.